Can you spin it for us?
Sure, yeah. This is Vivaldi. This is the Four Seasons, in other words, classical music, which I don't play too often, but it's beautiful on this organ.
Halloween is a long way off, but industry enthusiasts and professionals are gathered at the first ever Canadian Haunters Convention here in St. Catharines.
You know, we've got a mixture of workshops and trade show happening right here on the floor. We got the Blackwood Hearse Club doing a display. We've got lots of opportunity for people to come down and see what's going on, what's the latest in the haunted attraction industry.
This Haunters Convention is the brainchild of Matthew Flagler.
I first attended the Midwest Haunters Convention in Columbus, Ohio 2 years ago, and I went, why don't we have something like this in Canada? I mean, this is awesome. So I started asking some of the promoters down there, would you come to Canada? Oh, no, we can't come to Canada, you know, blah, blah, blah. So I said, let's do it. Don't ever say no to me. Don't tell me I can't do something, because here we are.
Flagler is from Peterborough, but saw potential in bringing the convention here to St. Catharines.
This is going to be a huge convention. This is absolutely the biggest thing to hit Canada in years. And I think that I see a day where we're doing Haunt Worlds. I see running the Sky Dome and having hundreds of vendors and having people from all over the world descend on Canada.
The weekend-long convention also has some very notable guests for its seminars.
We've got TJ Manarino from Universal Studios Orlando coming to give a talk, and Leonard Pickle from Orlando, Florida, who's a haunt consultant. I mean, some of the best names in the industry here.
Leonard Pickle, editor for Haunted Attraction magazine, flew in all the way from Orlando to share his expertise.
I built my first haunted house in 1976 in a college dormitory, and we were trying to make enough money to have a party later, and ended up making so much that I thought, this would be fun to do for profit someday. At the time I was studying architecture and volunteered with the March of Dimes once I graduated and chaired their event for several years, and eventually I had so many people coming to me wanted to design haunted houses for them that I started a business doing it, and that's what we do now. It's DOA Design and Consulting, and we help people that are trying to get into the haunted house industry and teach them how to what we've found the best opportunities for to scare people for a living.
And so what was your key message here today at the seminar?
The key message this morning was design. We looked at how you design a haunted house from the inside out. It's very easy to come up with a bunch of square rooms and try to throw some actors in it and make it work, but it's much more effective if you can design the attraction around the scare. So we taught people to look at a haunted house like a movie. So it has a storyline to it, it has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and what's going to happen in each room, and how do you facilitate that scare rather than coming up with this. I mean, you can design this really cool looking kitchen, but what's going to happen in there? If you just place an actor in there and say, okay, now be scary, it's much harder. If you build into the structure that the actor's going to pop out of here or jump out of here to scare people, then it makes it a much more effective event. Scaring people is the best thing on earth.
It's free to get into the Canadian Haunters Convention here in St. Catharines. It's running all weekend long. There's too many things to name, so go to canadahaunts.ca for more information. For The Source, I'm Katie Farr.